Welcome everyone and good day to all of you. Now, I am doing a business promotion and I'm going to market someone by the name of Khen, HM. There's a reason of actually doing that. So let's get on with our business. As you can see over here in this video, reaksi terhadap pelampau Hindutwa Malaysia, Aruna Kiri Naden. What it means is the reaction towards an extremist in Hinduism, Aruna Kiri Naden. And why and how all this came about finally is linking up with everything. Now in this video, I hope you visit his page because as you can see, which I'll prove to you, he's full of himself and he only promotes himself plus JK associates, which I'll elaborate later. Once when you click into this video, you will see a security consultant playing with two teddy bears. I forgot the name of the teddy bears, but I believe it's his children. And then there is a recording over there which I have put to him through someone else. He has given the specific timing and he has played the recording. Now this is called trolling. The entire troll that I did was to irritate him and lay eggs in his brains. So why do I lay eggs in his brains? The eggs have to hatch and it has to start irritating him. And he edited the video which comes to a conclusion of another video where I stood up for Hindus, Buddhists, Christians and Muslims for love all, serve all, where all of us can be united. Now, Khen is very good at editing. And we finally caught him in how he plays a dual game in being a pretentious snitch. Sorry, did I say snitch? Yes, I said snitch. Snitch is when you play dual sides and you pretend to be a Buddhist. After that, you claim that you are doing Dharma, but you take money from somewhere else, which I will elaborate back again. Now, Khen came up with the title Hindutva. What we have realized, or what I have realized, if you defend Hinduism, which has been manipulated by Zakir Naik, Firdaus, Wong, plus under the cult of Zakir Naik, they will call you Hindutva, link you with BJP terrorist, RRS terrorist. At the end of this video, you will also see DMK terrorist, LTT terrorist. LTT doesn't exist. It was most probably funded by something else, which we'll go in later. DMK is actually against Hinduism, if I'm not mistaken. So they couldn't place what I was. They were trying to put a tag on me. Finally, they realized, okay, Hindutva, in order to put down all Hindus who is trying to correct the lies and manipulation done by Zakir Naik, Firdaus, Wong, we'll call him BJP terrorist, maybe because he communicates with them. No, I don't. But I'm very surprised if you give a label to someone. Our Prime Minister also goes to India, shook the hand with Narendra Modi, and I have no idea why psychos like him didn't even call our PM Hindutva business coordinator, RSS, blah 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 blah. When you come to his community page over there, you see 46,000 likes. You know in Facebook you can pay for likes. And then what you have to do on his page is you have to see how many people actually comment and respond, where you'll realize if you pay for likes, it's all fake accounts or people who are not interested, which is just added on. And yeah, you can investigate in what he is. So let me come to the story right now. Khen HM initiated a group with Indians stating that he's a Buddhist, he wants to do Dharma. And he started giving me all the information in order how to attack the Wahhabis like Firdaus, Wong, Zamri Vinod and the rest, plus including Zakir Naik. It's all in evidence plus the WhatsApp. Also, in Facebook Messenger. He came, he stated, let's all unite, we must destroy the psychological terrorism that is being done by them. So from April to July, the conversation was going on, and many other boys or men started commenting, because Ken is the sort of a person, Ken HM, his full name will be told later, where he will instigate you to actually go and fight with them. So he was feeding information like Aramco is going bankrupt. So what these Muslims from Saudi, what they are trying to do is they want to create more religious tourism. So he started feeding information to all the young minds. He started creating hatred among them, which they retaliated and listened to him. Somewhere in June or July, I realized that Khen HM was actually instigating the boys to fight his war, because I knew that he was collecting information, gathering information. He passed it to Free Malaysia Today, and he got a slot with Free Malaysia advising DPM, our Deputy Prime Minister, and many others based on terrorism related issues. So, first, I didn't explain anything to the boys who were there discussing, where he was instigating them. As soon as you promote hatred and you state, like Firdaus Wong or Zakir Naik, all other religions is fake. Another religion like under Wahhabism will prevail. Anyone would retaliate in terms of to educate. Because the Hindus and Buddhists in Malaysia and the Christians are not terrorists. And it's under their constitutional rights from Article 1 all the way to Article 14 that if false education is provided, they have the rights to be as a human and to correct this Wahhabi cult. So this is what the boys was doing. Coming back to the messenger, as soon as I caught him using the boys, I didn't inform the boys. I asked him, why are you doing all this? He got offended. He left the group. Actually, he was forced to leave the group. He took the men and formed another group. From that on, what happened was, these boys, they started speaking less to me because they didn't understand why I spoke in such a way to Ken. So Ken, being Ken, he started provoking them back again, using them. He took snapshots of everything in what they said. He took this specific information, he went to the Firdaus Wong official page and collaborated with Firdaus Wong, whom he was against because he was speaking bad about Islam also, where we have the evidence. Probably because the money is so good, as maybe Ken, he thinks he's a spy. He's got this delusional thing where he thinks he's a spy. Sold all the information to Firdaus Wong or gave all the information. So modus operandi and strategy is very simple. You come and give information to this group, Hindus. You tell them to fight against the Muslims, Wahhabis, the Saudis. Then you watch and you look. You gather information from here. You gather information from there. You send it to FNT. You build a JK Associates branding. And you connect with media. You send information to the government. That's how JK Associates might be making money. And that is the reason of promoting the business that is flourishing in terms of playing both sides, in snitching one another. You must also know that now Ken is planted in all groups, which is G Global, Voice of Rakyat, every single group, and he's snapping photos, he's sending out to whichever officials that need to do, because all this information since elections is coming is valuable for cash. Now what we find in Ken is very unique. The way he instigates people, the way he toys with people's mind, which I was very alert. And his envy was, as soon as I started correcting what even Zakir Naik was doing, and I had the guts to defend all religions, plus to promote love all, serve all, which is the actual dharma, where I cannot be bought. For information, I'm not funded. Whatever I'm doing, I do not ask for donations like how Firdaus Wong does or even Zakir Naik does. It's all based on goodwill for our unity and for real humanity. Whereas when you come to Khen, he gives you a different story and he sells the entire thing to whoever that can pay. And he watches everything just to promote himself. So my advice is to all Chinese people that are out there, Khen maybe working with Firdaus Wong is because he might be supplying man for conversion. It's a big business. Per head, even to be a preacher like Firdaus Wong, it's 3,000 to 5,000 or even 6,000 or 7,000 depending on their popularity. One meeting to actually sit down with preachers, head preachers, maybe 10,000 to 80,000. If you give one head, a Chinese head or an Indian head, to actually convert, you get commission based on it. You become a statistics of conversion. You are brainwashed to actually all statues of Hindus or Buddhism is supposed to be destroyed, and only one Wahhabism is supposed to be prevailed, which is the agenda. And my dear Khen over here has been feeding information, Buddhism, to Firdaus Wong, which is all totally false. So let's now move on to JK Associates, an introduction of a business where if you need someone to get the information for you, but you are not sure whether he will sell you out or rat you out, this would be the exact description that you can choose. JK Associates, founded 25th June 2012, a business solution and consultancy provider in the field of protective security services. Specialty includes specializing in the subject matter relating to intelligence-based investigation, a life member of the Asian Professional Security Association, APSA. Khen Han Meng, the real name, brings with him a rich, substantial past and current experience specializing in the field of law enforcement, aviation, diplomatic and government transport, cargo and lodging, hotel security operations throughout his professional career. In terms of eradicating psychological terrorism and terrorism that is happening in Malaysia, where about 3 days back, a church was attacked back again and a Shivan temple was attacked back again, our Khen over here decided to sell all the information, discussions of everyone in the entire Malaysia in groups to Firdaus Wong, who has got a lifelong ambition in destroying the knowledge of all other religions. And since Firdaus Wong is trained by Zakir Naik, Zakir Naik is an Osama supporter whom supports Al-Qaeda and says everyone else is wrong. You should hate non-Muslims, where you should not vote for them, and non-Muslims he classifies as non-humans. So I'm a bit confused in the game or strategy applied by Khen. So he goes against someone who really wants unity and love all, serve all, but he decides to associate himself with a terrorist group that wants to destroy and lie plus manipulate in all other religions. So Khen now is currently in Thailand and spends most of his time on research projects relating to global security issues, intelligence and terrorism. That is where he gets the label of Hindutva, BJP terrorist, and then DMK terrorist and LTT terrorist. The problem is they just can't accept a lone man is standing against hatred. Just can't accept it. He has got to give labels. Now we will show you how he does his FMT. So over here is an agenda regarding Zamehan, recently blocked for preaching in Perak. So he's actually advising our DPM through FMT. And amazingly enough, if you go below over there, Khen, the advisor, says that you cannot measure religion or a thought of religion inside a box or something like that. I'm still extremely confused in what he says. Security consultant HM Khen of JK Associates had a different view and said matters of faith are not something which can be measured with a checkbox. But if you go back to Ken's page again, I have theorized based a lot on how Star Wars was a copy, not a copy, the idea came from Hinduism and Buddhism. And as you see the video over there, he puts Yoda. I have theorized that Yoda is very similar to Agathir, and they actually perform yoga, which is Siddhandam. Because Joseph Campbell, the researcher of Star Wars, did most of his research in Vedas plus Buddhism Mahayana scriptures. So he has placed many different characters inside Star Wars. He has put light versus darkness, which is Sanatan Dharma against Asura Dharma. And I started thinking out of the box in order how to associate things to find peace and unity. Chewbacca, I also stated over there, is very similar to the character of Lord Hanuman. So, it seems over here the security consultant contradicts himself. And matters of faith are not something which can be measured with a checkbox. But he plays with two puppets and makes fun of people. And he will betray you. He will rat anyone, everyone where he has spied on in every single group. So, my dear Chinese people, Indian people, Malay people, regardless of race and religion, Khen HM is your man for business if you need something that has no locus standi, and who will brand you as a terrorist if you stand up for something good. And the reason why they don't like me is, you will find an agenda of Firdaus, Wong and plus Zakir Naik where Jesus Christ is not God. The entire argument is based on how Jesus Christ is a prophet, but the last prophet is supposed to be under Wahhabism and Christianity is false. I will be the person who's going to suggest to you a theory and confirm to you that Jesus Christ is God or the Son of God, which is why they would not like me and they would destroy me with various different methods. This is just the beginning, only calling me a terrorist. They want to put me in many other different jails or agenda. After this, maybe they'll attack me, my family, and then poison maybe my food or kidnap. Well, as a Dharma person for love all, serve all, unity, I'm going to tell one final thing to Khen, and the rest, bring it on. I will reveal the truth to everyone. Thank you very much and have a good day. Vanakkam.